I struggle with planning things out because I'm typically afraid of being disappointed in things not happening. But living within your potential, pushing yourself, challenging yourself to your potential requires effort. This is day one of me showing up for myself. Although I've been showing up for myself truly, but this is me showing up for myself as a content creator. What do I mean by that? I did inventory on how much and how often I post on this channel, and I hit a roadblock this past month because although the shorts are doing well, I saw growth. I finally crossed 500 subscribers, which is all God. I realized that I grew a little arrogant, and I actually have on my board right now. Procrastination is the arrogance to think that God will give you another chance tomorrow to do what you had a chance to do today. And I always talk about meeting your blessings halfway. And with this channel has been more so just like my freedom of expression, no real niche, no nothing. But in my heart of hearts, I always wanted this channel to be something between motivational, inspiring, and entertaining. Not something where I come on here and just show you my life and how amazing things are and how much I travel, which I think is beautiful and inspiring in itself once you know the journey behind that. But I think I've just been struggling to show the journey behind all of which I'm doing. And I want to use this channel to express that. So it could be through shorts, through vlogs, whatever it may be. I just know that when I show up, I feel better, and I know I'm doing it with the intent to, again, provide value. And if that's a message you need in your life, then job done for this vlog. But truly, as the year wraps up, I'm posting this video on December 1st. It's currently November 30th. So the year is almost over and the new year is about to start. I like to work it's all about one day at a time. I struggle with planning things out because I'm typically afraid of being disappointed in things not happening. But I've realized over the years that that's due to me simply just being impatient, not relying and submitting to God's timing. And also just my own traumas of feeling like everything I do doesn't work out. But I have to switch that mindset into it is working out. It's already worked out. And I just have to show up again and meet that blessing halfway or all the way. And God will take care of the rest. So having faith in this journey is the fuel that allows me to show up in this chaotic world and, maintain the lifestyle that is what it is as of today. I've also realized that when I show up for myself, all that chaos and clutter and those heavy emotional feelings of sadness, confusion, just feeling lost in life go away. Meaning, I'm going to use the gym as an example. Scratch that. I'm going to use working out as an example because health doesn't just exist at the gym or start at the gym. So let's just say I want to lose 15 pounds by my birthday. It's December. My birthday's in April. So that's 5 months to lose 15 pounds. Now, that doesn't sound like much, but I know that I have to show up, do the work. But if I go too hard in the beginning, I'm going to exhaust myself. And that's a pattern that I tend to lead with, is like all this excitement in the beginning, and then that excitement starts to fade out. Either something threw me off of my course, that time of the month, my energy, my mindset changes. Someone pissed me off. I didn't get enough sleep the night before. And I get caught up into that perfectionism again, that then leads to procrastination and ultimately leads to doing nothing. And those are patterns I'm working on breaking, because when I just show up and just put on my shoes, put on a workout outfit, the chaos and the overwhelm of reaching that goal fades away, because it's all about just the process in that moment for that day. and then collecting the energy from each day to eventually get to the goal. And believing that that goal is possible, whether it happens on my birthday, before my birthday, or after my birthday. Because now I'm creating a new lifestyle of habits and thinking for myself that are beyond, like I said, the gym or just lifting weights. It's how I think about myself, how I think about the process. So embracing the process. People always say, trust the process. But you really have to enjoy it and love it. Because even in my toughest points in life just a year ago, where I just felt defeated and deflated, and I was broke, I was just struggling, I was overweight, I am so grateful that God yanked me out of certain situations. Now, I don't believe that we should have to be yanked out of every situation so drastically or dramatically, but I do feel like once we start listening to God and how you're supposed to be living your life, it really does it feels a lot lighter. And through the struggle, there's confidence because you know God's got you. It takes work and it takes practice. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, this is overnight. This is like years in the making. And if you get discouraged at the fact that, oh my God, years, I don't want to go through this for years. Like, everyone's journey is different. Some days it feels like this is all overnight. There are a couple things in life where I just sat in silence. It's a couple days in my life where I just sat in silence and realized, why do I feel a certain way about a certain thing? Why do I believe that? Why do I think that? And again, I'm just going to use the gym example again. It's like, why do I think that if I want to lose 15 pounds, that I just got to get to the track and run every day? It'll be gone by next week. Why am I in such a rush to reach my goal in a week? When I'll hit that goal in a week, but then the week after, I gain it back twice over. When it's like, why am I so afraid to just embody this as a goal, as a lifestyle, not just a goal? Why am I afraid to embody these habits as a lifestyle? I'm even hesitating to say it. Because I know it's going to require versions of me to go away, to no longer exist. The pleasures I once enjoyed, the being still without having to challenge myself goes away. Because living within your potential, pushing yourself, challenging yourself to your potential requires effort. And effort is exhausting. But when you create the right systems in place, the right mindsets, having the right people surrounded by you, the right messaging. I mean, I'll show you my board right now. It's all just motivation, reminders to do the work, show up. Like, everywhere around me is just messages. I'm a words of affirmations girly, so that's probably why that works for me. But for most people, you have to find what works for you. It might be a video, it might be a book, a song, something. Just how you dress. Everyone's different. So in this season of showing up, this is the first step. It took me forever to record this podcast. To record this episode, because I do have to go record my podcast after this. But I wanted to get this off my chest, get this out of my system, because I know I'm lacking in this area of my life of showing up for this part of me. And I hope this message resonates with you. If not, I did it for me in this moment, and I pray that whoever it reaches, that it reaches you in good faith, in good energy, all that good stuff, and it empowers you to just show up for yourself as well. So with all that said, thank you for watching. It's your girl Lilz. I never introduced myself, but Lily like the flower, but you can also call me Lilz. And this is Fire Life.